All right, y'all. Welcome to Millennial Gumbo. I'm Coach Scott. Right, so
Hey, it's your boy B Mo. Uh, squad up, making it look easy.
Yeah, it's your boy King Trail, live and direct, fam.
all right, what's good, y'all? So, King Chair, you had a question for us?
Yeah, so for you, Coach Scott,
Yeah.
what, so how does it feel like with the COVID thing going on, like in school? Have you went back to school yet?
Yeah. So we had on Thursday we had all the kids. Well, not all the kids. All the kids who chose to be face to face in school, and all the kids did really good on keeping the mask on, which is great. Proud of them.
That's surprising.
I
Yeah.
know.
They did really good on that. We put them in like 6 feet apart. Like teachers have been working hard on like have measured, tape measure, like they would make sure like they 6 feet front, back, side, quarters, whatever. Like they have like it's so intricate and like pretty much how to keep everybody at a distance. But here's the problem: kids are gonna be kids, so you can't really blame them. The part that they can't get down is the social distance part. And so, because kids are like, they naturally, they got to like talk to each other, they got to be
Yeah.
around each other. And so,
Hmm.
that's the part we have to kind of continue to help them understand like, it's important you keep this distance. So that way we can continue to like have games, do stuff. So, it's just going to take a little bit longer to help them to buy in on being 6 feet apart. When
What
kids,
what
that's not what they want to do.
what games can you play 6 feet apart?
So the good thing is we can do like little cohorts. So for PE, we're gonna do like, okay, y'all six, y'all gonna be in a group together all year, and then
Mm,
year six,
makes
another
sense.
six, another six, and we just have to be like it's gonna make us as coaches be very creative in PE of like games to play. So we getting ready to go into our football unit. So we'll have like 3v3 football. So luckily, if you as long as you're in your cohort, y'all can touch the football or whatever. But if it goes to somebody else, they can't touch it.
Uh,
So as long as it stays within your group, you're okay. So we just gonna have to do it like that because we got to keep these kids active. You can't just have them sitting in the bleachers and looking at videos all day. That ain't fun. So
I feel like back in my day, they would have done that, man. Y'all, I feel like a lot of stuff here. I'm like, man, they innovated these kids. I swear, back in the day, they didn't care about us, boy.
hey,
We'd have been playing heads up, 7 up, boy. If it was up to them, boy, we'd
that's
have
the only
been
two
straight.
games.
Yeah, y'all
Man,
innovative these days, man. They did not. They did not innovate anything wrong. I feel like if this was COVID 10 years ago when I was in high school or school, hey, y'all sit there, y'all take a seat. Y'all just
they
take a
gonna rub
seat.
off some alcohol on you until you get out the house.
Yeah, y'all just take a seat, man. Y'all
so
innovative these kids these days.
so are y'all taking temperatures every 5 minutes?
Huh?
Are y'all taking temperatures like the
If you can huh, you can hear. If you can huh, you can hear.
so here's the hard part with that. If you do temperatures for all the kids that's coming to face, you ain't gonna have no class time
Yeah, you wouldn't.
because it's
what
gonna
you
take.
mean?
Cause okay,
Oh,
on one of my classes alone, I have like 23 kids. That's just me. And then there's another coach who has like 20 something.
mhm.
Then the other coach got like 20 something. So we in there like that's gonna take like the whole class period.
Oh, they don't do no thing. Dang, that's crazy.
So you got to make sure these kids wear their mask, and then
See, they
and
they
just keep
tripping
the
on
social
y'all
distance, huh?
at Lifetime. So I go to the Lifetime
Hmm.
Fitness, and they got this little temperature thing that you put your face in, just not put it like right there, but like at a distance, and you just put
Oh,
your
it
hair
reads
right.
your face.
It reads your temperature. I'm like, dang, they could have got that. Like that way, y'all ain't got to go. Toot, toot. You just only thing you do is look in it, toot, keep walking. Like people be in
Yeah.
line, they just go right, toot, keep walking, toot,
Yeah, but
keep
how much
walking.
that cost though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cost of that
Man,
for
man,
food, like,
it's
ooh,
cool, fam.
That's
Ooh,
what
that's money.
you say that, but then all of a sudden they be like, "No, that costs too much. We'd have to
The
get for
whole
every
district.
school." Yeah,
Ah, that's
yeah.
man.
The budget for schools is not
Yeah,
what
because
it should be.
it's like I imagine like they do their school budget like a 6 months out, year out. It's like you can't plan for this type of stuff. Like not even our
Yeah.
government was playing for
Hmm.
this.
Yeah. Dang. So y'all keep the same amount of kids. So I was thinking that when y'all got in classrooms that they were gonna. I didn't know that 23 kids can fit in a classroom 6 feet apart.
So I'm in a gym.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's a whole different story.
Oh, okay.
Now, for other classroom teachers, they may have like a reduced amount of kids. Like
Yeah.
they may cut them in half, and then they may have like maybe I think the biggest I've heard was like 17, but that's
Hmm.
only depending on your room size to be able to do
Yeah.
6 feet all around the kids. Because they're trying to minimize if this one kid gets the virus or whatever, then maybe it's just him being quarantined instead of the whole class could have the grade or something. So it ain't gonna be clear cut dry. It's gonna be some trial and error.
Okay. And I guess another question I have that's kind of going for both of y'all is, so what do y'all feel about like now that y'all back working everything? Are y'all kids in daycare? Are they staying home? Like, are y'all kids older to go to school yet or no? No, y'all know yours not, Robert, but is yours?
Ours don't have kids
No.
yet.
I don't have no. I don't
Is
have no
kid?
kids.
Oh, okay.
Nah. Thank goodness, not right now.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah, this
confused.
right
I'll
there.
be confused right now, man. Cause I'm scared for these kids, man.
Yeah,
Scared
bro.
for these kids.
Yeah,
Cause
bro.
luckily I'm at work from home. They being exposed every day. How
Mm-hmm.
does lunch even work? That's what I'm concerned about. Like that's like a tip of the iceberg. Like how does lunch even work? That's a
I feel
hotbed.
I would say this. I feel bad for these kids because it's almost like how they explained to us, and we had to walk through it. It is as an example of how lunch is supposed to look. It make you feel like you're in military school. And I ain't never been to military school, but it's like you have say a table, and then one kid sits here, another kid sits there, and
Mm-hmm.
then that's the only person you can talk to, unless you go turn around and talk to this person 6 feet.
That's
Hey
awkward.
man,
That's awkward.
no,
That's
you ain't
awkward.
doing that. So you better hope that your friend is nearby, to your left or to your right, and then if not, you about to make a new friend.
And they gotta do this the whole year. Oh
Oh
my.
yeah,
I couldn't do it, boss. I'll be sick
Yeah.
every. I'm sick. I'm not coming to school today.
you still virtual.
I'm virtual,
That's
man.
what's been funny. I've been seeing a lot of online people virtual. Yeah. And these parents are hilarious, fam. One lady I seen one tweet, the lady was like, was talking to the teacher was talking to the daughter who was, in class. And the mom, and she was like asking where she was at. She was like, the mom was like, she in here doing the dishes. She'll be back on the camera in a minute. She gonna finish the
Ooh,
dishes. Yeah, that's funny, right? I was like, yo, they are
on the
tripping.
dishes.
Yeah,
I just see one where somebody was standing with a belt off to the
yeah,
side.
right.
Like you better
Exactly.
answer this question.
Don't be acting like that. She'll do these dishes in a minute. She was
Now
like,
that's
she'll
a
do this.
I would tell
That's
you that's
not
some
what
black mama stuff right there.
That's
exactly.
terrible. That's
She
just
big ass man
terrible.
out loud.
Yeah, she'll be like,
You should have did them last night.
mhm.
Telling your
That's
whole
terrible.
business like she want to be fast, so I fixed it for her. Like what?
That's, and so another
Man,
one was
I missed it, boy.
so another one that was going on. See, this stuff be so funny. I'm just so I don't want to. It's not bad, but like it's entertaining to see how we transition into this whole thing. And so
Mm-hmm.
when I look at the little kids, one of them too was like eating breakfast or eating food during virtual hour. Like you know how like
Yeah.
if you're at school, you want to class, you ain't gonna be able to eat no snack in class. They're gonna be like,
No.
hey, know what you look. So one mama was complaining like, hey, she at home, she can eat some snacks right now if she wants to. And then other people was like, but if she was at school, she wouldn't be eating snacks. They were like, well, that ain't the case. All right, they at home, so they gonna eat right now if they hungry.
Hey,
So
that's your business.
it's a lot of going back and forth between, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's messy. So I know some of these parents and teachers are like, this is too much.
I told Stacy last night, like, look, yeah, if they gonna eat a snack while we talking, hey, y'all eat your snack. I ain't fighting that battle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I can't regulate everything, bro. I can regulate
No,
me and what I
too
teach
much.
and what I do. Yeah, I can't be the police.
No, I ain't got time
That's
for all
and
that.
that's petty even policing that. Like, bro, like you better be glad these kids even in class. Who be policing snacks, bro? Like,
Man, talk about it. Some of these kids be playing Grand Theft Auto behind the computer. I talked to one kid. Luckily, we were playing the game anyway. I was like, we were doing like some like educational Kahoot game, and it's like they asking questions about volleyball or whatever. And I'm looking. I said, "Hey man, what you doing?" And he one of my football players. He like, "Hey Coach Scott, my man. I play Grand Theft Auto." I said, "Whatever, man, go." I ain't finna fight that battle. Like, I ain't finna fight it. Because even if I said, man, turn it off, how am I gonna know that it's off? Like,
He gonna
like,
put the whole
okay.
he gonna put the whole on silent and be like this, and just keep doing the same thing.
Here's what messed him up was his room was already dark. So I'm like, your laptop ain't that bright.
That's what's weird too, though. Like, I don't think that they should be in their room. They should be like in the kitchen or in a table setting. I don't think like they should be recording video from their room. Like, now you can
But
see
if
what
your
their room
parents
looking.
work from home, it's just like, dang,
Yeah, that
what
is tough.
spaces I'm limited
Yeah,
to. That's what, like,
Yeah.
it's
that's
a
another
lot.
thing to put in consideration. It's just like if
Because
I
you
got a
gotta think.
2-bedroom apartment or something.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, some people ain't got the space to be like, yeah, tone in this room and that room.
Yeah.
They be like, look, all I got in my room, we're gonna have to work
Yeah,
it
I know
out.
I didn't growing up. We
So
had two
let me ask y'all a
rooms.
question right quick. If y'all was in college right now, y'all playing sports, would you play or would you just sit out for this COVID stuff?
Um,
You
I
got
mean,
it. You got it, Trey.
you gotta. They gon' I feel like those rules apply different because they have, depending on where you at too. If you are like, if you're like big D1 players, like in the SEC, ACC, Pac-10, whatever, they're gonna find ways. They're gonna try to do it as like the NBA and make a bubble. You see, they got the NBA players, so
Mm-hmm.
they just gonna try to do the same thing because there's so much money in it that they're gonna be able to afford to do it. And I'm very interested to see how they're gonna do it. But yeah, I feel like you would have to play because if you don't play, they're gonna take your scholarship from you. Then you're gonna be back at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I heard
they'll do that.
otherwise though about the scholarships. Like that's another uncertainty because like certain guys is like if you a top recruit, it's just like man, we really depending on him to be the top guy for the next 2 years, top
Mm-hmm.
receiver, top point for the next 2 years, and it's just like taking his scholarship. That's not gonna be conducive for you. He just gonna go to another school and
Mm-hmm.
conference tear you up. But I feel like for me personally, if I was in like I feel like I would feel obligated to just because of my
Mm-hmm.
team, just to be like, okay,
Uh-huh.
I need to play. I need to play,
Okay.
especially if I'm like a senior, junior, and like let's
Right.
say, hey man, some scouts
Right.
watching me, like to go to the next level. I'm like, man, I feel like I risk it. I heard, I think it was which quarter it was Kirk Cousins said it. Because how you feel about playing in COVID? It's like, man, if I die, I die. And it's like that's morbid, but it's just like
What?
one of the things where it's like
What?
I'm not willing to go that far, but it's just like you're on a level
I can't.
where it's you have a job to perform. I know they don't get paid, but for me, I know it feels like a chance for me to go to the next level. I'm playing because
I
I
mean,
would
yeah.
feel like I'll be obligated to take that chance just to see okay. And if it's like all right, I'm not feeling this, then I'll be prone to opt out. I don't know if you opt out mid season if you feel unsafe. like once you in, you in. Is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not
I
yet.
feel like I
No,
could
no. Well, technically, no. You can't opt out anytime. It's just that
Okay.
they they gon' they gonna take a scholarship, and wherever you go, you gonna have to sit out a year. You're not gonna be able to be like, oh, I'm opt out, and then be like, all right, let me get ready for next season. They're gonna make you sit out that whole next season, and you got to play the season after that. That's how they
I
get you.
think like yeah, I think the only way you can get around that because I know Justin Fields did is like file like a grievance. That's the
Yeah,
only way he got around it, and it's like I think
yeah, but
he filed that grievance stating that like it was some racial tension in one of
okay,
the
yeah,
schools that they played, so
Oh,
he
okay.
got a
yeah, you can do
workaround.
that.
So that
Yeah, that's the way you
yeah,
gotta do it. That if you do it that way, yeah. Or like too, if you're a senior, like fourth or fifth year senior, they'll let you
yeah.
go somewhere else and play your fifth year, and you don't have to sit out.
Oh, because you're a graduate transfer at that point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Man.
yeah, that's crazy. I'm really to see. I heard that. Matter of fact, what's today? Don't UNC play today?
Yeah, man.
Did it?
They play Houston Baptist
Yeah.
University.
So I talked to one of the guys. He's like season ticket holders. I one of the kids I train, and they going to the game. And I'm like, so how did they tell y'all to come to the game? He was like, yeah, they're only gonna do 25% capacity,
Mm-hmm.
and not
In the
50.
stadium.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay. So now everybody can't go to the game, only
But
25%. But I know more than 25% of people bought tickets, season tickets. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's
Now,
I,
so how do you choose who gonna come to the game or not?
a raffle. I
I
don't know.
think they probably doing a thing where they only release a certain amount of tickets. I think they've already like you a season ticket holder. They done already contacted you about if you're
Uh,
gonna do this year or you have the option to just save your seats for next
okay,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, they done because
Okay.
they got to
And
get their money.
but then again, think about this too.
Hmm.
All of the kids at the university, all the people that regularly go to the university that want to go to the game. So are students allowed to come to the game? Because like
That's
Yeah,
how
another.
we used to be in the game, like whole basketball team in the game, a whole lacrosse team. Like so, what? Only two people on each team can go.
pretty much. Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be
That's messed.
selective or something, or
It's gonna be messed up.
woo,
That's messed up.
But
That's why I'm like,
I think if you see like maybe in a few weeks or whatever that it's not like cases aren't going up, then they'll increase it to like 50%. And then so I don't think it's gonna stay
yeah.
25% for like this whole term.
yeah. Jerry's
I
world's
don't believe.
already talking about 50%. Jerry
I
Jones, I said
know.
we're
I
gonna be at
heard
fifty
about
percent.
that. Yeah,
So
I heard
teams,
you
I
talking
know
about that
pro
the other
teams, they
day.
like, hey, we trying to pack the stadium out.
Jerry different. Come on now, we know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Jerry different. He by his
Man,
money.
Yeah,
man, I hope they have somewhere these people can sign some type of waiver because if somebody go in there and they get COVID, can't they sue y'all? Can't they sue somebody for getting sick and
I bet
passing
you
it?
when you purchase your ticket, there's probably a thing that says that you know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Don't run up in here talking
all
about
brand
we
new.
didn't know.
If you come out coughing, that's on you. That's on you.
they go straight pep you. I ain't pep you. You
That's
know what's good. You know
that's
how you
messed
come
up.
up here.
This sound. This think about how messed up that sound, fam.
It do, but it is what it is.
But the thing about it, I was thinking because we went to a hotel back in July, and
Okay.
we were entertaining that. What if somebody tried to like sue the hotel, saying, "Hey, I caught COVID here," with a code
Mhm.
where the hotel or whatever venue can come back? But like, you could have caught that anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
You probably
That's
was
the
Yeah.
hard
exposed
part.
at stores, exposed at bars. How you know you caught that here?
You
That's a
might want
Mm-hmm.
to be careful. Might
yeah.
want to be careful. They
So
might sue you. Talk about you might have brought it to them.
so if somebody make that claim, which I don't know, people have made that claim, like I would come back and be like, how do you know you caught it here? Because no, you can hold that for so many weeks, and then your
Hmm.
symptoms start to show after supposedly after you come here. So I
Hmm.
feel somebody will be full of it to say that.
Well, that's why they got lawyers, and the lawyers writing up saying, "Yeah, you better have some like definitive evidence that we are the reason why you got it," and that's hard to prove.
You better be a biochemist.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
you better like rub the sheets. Like, yeah, see that COVID right here. I told y'all.
You say right here, COVID, right here on
In
my
this
face.
specific spot. Yes. Like other than that, no. You ain't winning that case. I don't know
Not
about
at
that.
all.
So let me ask y'all this. How good y'all think UNT football gonna be?
And mediocre.
The
Okay.
last time I kept up with UNT football was when that coach got fired
Terrible.
after
Yeah,
the
terrible alumni.
homecoming. I was at the game and they lost 67-3. I was like,
You know
what's
what's so
going on?
you know
What
what's so
is
crazy
going
too?
on?
But when I was there, they were good.
They were
Like I
competitive
was,
when I was there.
yes, they were good. They had won the whatever bowl that year that I was
Mm-hmm.
there. I was like, God dang, they trying to turn this program around. And then 2 years later, they fired him. I'm like, God dang. Or
Yeah,
was it a
you
Yeah,
lose
year?
to
I don't
Portland
know.
because
State.
you can't lose
Portland
to no
State was
FCS school by 60-something points and think you really gonna stay.
Hold
Like
on,
that ain't
they lost to who?
Portland
Portland
State.
State. That was the night he got fired. They lost to Portland. No, they ain't lose. They got blown out by Portland State. You not keeping your job, buddy.
It
In
looked like
Utah.
Portland State's homecoming.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw School Days. If y'all saw School
Yeah,
Days, remember that scene when they started off excited and
yeah.
then they started running up the score? That's how it was. We was excited, like, yeah. Then they started running the score. That night I read the internet, he gone. That was the last time I interest. And I was looking at that facility. I passed by 35.
Uh-huh.
UNT facilities is looking dope. How is it you get a new facility, but yet you haven't performed up to snuff? Like, I know you're trying to recruit. I don't understand how you reward mediocrity. Maybe that's my mindset on it. I don't know.
Because here's the thing: it's not about the current players; it's about the recruits. So if I can beautify my campus, then the
Mhm.
recruits, these high school kids, will be like, "Bet I won't go there. It's beautiful, you know." But it's hard as UNT when you are surrounded by OU's up the street, maybe an hour away. Then you got UT is like what 2 hours away.
About 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah. Then you got U of H, who's coming on pretty well. Then you,
TCU.
yeah, TCU, Texas A&M. Uh, I mean, really, basketball should be the crown jewel right now because they actually one conference, and then you actually
Yeah.
have kids that have actual league potential
Mm-hmm.
to make it and be something like the point guard last year, Jay Hamilton or Hamlin or something like that. Like that kid's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like if y'all could hold y'all own against Oklahoma and some of these other schools that are like got some D1 top level guys, like you can't beat that. But football makes everybody's budget. So
Yeah,
you got to kind of support those
that's true.
guys to make it work. But if they don't win this year, their head coach probably gone. I'm gonna just tell you right now.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. They only give you like it depends on really 3 to 5 men, three to four season, two to
Mm-hmm.
four, 2 to 4. I don't want to say 2 to 4 because I didn't see some people get like the dude who left us, like my coach when I was at Mason. They gave that fool 2 years, and that fool didn't do nothing in 2 years.
2 years.
And then he did my year, that year I stayed, and then the year after that, so they went like 7-21, and they just had got to the Atlantic 10. But before he was there, they had 15 straight winning seasons with every game over 20 plus games.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Or maybe a few that was like 18 and 10 or 19, but they had 14 or 15 from 2000, from early
Mm-hmm.
2000 to 2015, no losing seasons.
Dang.
And so that year in 2000, I want to say 2016, maybe 2017, they just the program just flipped. Like I was like, they went 7-21,
yeah. At
and they
that
only
point,
won.
you the common denominator as a coach. It's just like we've had 20 winning seasons, and you come in and this happened. You have to be the common denominator, sir,
Got to
because our
Right.
go.
formula has worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But shoot, I had another question for y'all. What y'all think about Steve Nash getting hired as the coach?
Man, I was actually reading this article. Stephen A. had made some comments.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I
just
don't even know if
I
he
already
said
wrote
it.
all
Really
this
though.
down. Yeah,
It was
that's
some
what I'm
ignorant
talking about.
comments he made.
Eh,
But the
I don't
thing
think
about it, I read an article. They said 5 out of the 7 top assist leaders, rather, they got jobs without coaching experience. It was Mark Jackson, Magic Johnson, and it was a couple more guys. 5 out of the 7 assist leaders got jobs. And of course, these African Americans. So that argument he made, I'm like, I don't know, Stephen A. I think you
man,
reached a bit. I think you
he
reached a
don't.
bit. I get what you're saying, but I think you reached a bit. Steve Nash he's a brain. In my
He's a
opinion, it might work
brain.
out. He's a brain. That dude is technical. 2-time
Thank
MVP.
you.
That's enough credential for me.
Thank you, man. And I hate that he's trying to make this a racial thing. I'm sorry, I don't feel like everything's about race. Steve Nash is well respected in the black community. We know what he has done. Like the dude, you can say that, oh well, is white privilege, but he has stuff to back up what he has done. Like I've watched his videos. I watched him since he was at Santa Clara. Like this dude knows basketball. He's not like, oh well, he's just good at basketball, but he can't coach. No, I've sat in, I watched his videos of him teaching kids and teaching other coaches, hey, this is what you should be doing. This is how it should be done. So he does have a coaching background. He just don't have it on the NBA level. But this guy is a point guard. Point guards
Wasn't
are
he in player
usually,
development in Golden State too?
yeah, and yeah.
He's
So
been around the
then
culture for years.
and then he's a point guard. Point guards normally are leaders of the team. They know, okay, this got to go right here. This is what we need to be doing. We pick up. So he's already a floor general. So how won't that transition well into being a coach if you already see the floor? You already know the defense. You already know how to get back. You know the good players. You know the bad players. You know where to put them. What more do you need, fam? Like this is not about black and white. And so what he's saying, what Stephen A. was saying is that, well, you got other coaches who've been waiting in the coaching pool, like Sam Cassell and Mark Jackson. Damn, it's not about that.
They
Like
had their
everybody,
turn.
Derek Fisher didn't have no damn coaching experience. He just had rings.
We saw how that worked out.
How
Him,
that
what's the boy named it? Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw, they coached the
Ty
Nuggets. I think he might have had one assistant, if that. But
Ty Lue, I don't even think
it's,
he
it's
got
not
no
even a sure
championship.
thing that a guy with
Tyler do have a
experience is gonna work.
championship.
He got one.
No, that's LeBron
Yeah.
championship. That's bronze chips.
That's
No,
LeBron
that's bronze chip.
Get
That's
out.
bronze.
Get out.
LeBron coached
Both
that
y'all
team. LeBron
terrible.
was a
Both
player
y'all
coach.
terrible.
Nah,
Get
Tyler
y'all
Lue
life
was just sitting
together.
there with a
nah,
clipboard.
bro, that was
He
automatic.
go
That's
bronze.
okay. You got the title.
Bronze
That's
chip.
all that matters.
Fail. I'm talking about before that championship. What you talking
Okay.
then.
That's
The only thing
fine.
you remember about Tyronn Lue is he getting walked over by Allen Iverson. That's
Hey,
how
Ivory stepping over him.
that's how we remember him. Okay.
Okay, let me say this. Maybe he's coming from the perspective that he's seeing some of the guys that he respects get looked over. Like Mark Jackson, we all know he's the architect of the Golden State. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Steve Kerr because clearly Steve Kerr is a genius when it comes to basketball to get that many repeat championships year after year after year and coming behind a really good coach and getting those guys, all of them, to buy into his system. So I ain't taking none of that away from him. But you can clearly tell Mark Jackson and his staff are good. Like they're legit. So you go from if he applied for that job and then all of a sudden you say, nah, go back to the booth. We're gonna take Steve Nash, who we haven't seen him, I guess formally coaching the NBA, but he gets the okay. But these other guys we've seen, like Sam Cassell was for the 8 games that the Clippers had, he was kind of coaching like, okay, we're gonna run this. So that's probably where he's coming from. Like these guys got looked over. So,
but where they coming from is now that I don't want to say I can't necessarily say how much voice the NBA players have because still they're entertainers at the end of the day.
Right.
If you think about KD, you think about Kyrie, you think about LeVert, you think about the who they have. I feel like how they're going to play Sam
Mm-hmm.
Cassell and Mark Jackson is not that type of coach.
Not
No,
convinced.
not for the Nets. I don't believe that he fits that
Exactly.
culture. Yeah.
So I
I
don't
even
think
read
you hand
claims
out
that
hand out jobs to where it don't fit. They don't
yeah,
fit together. Steve Nash is gonna help this dude who Kyrie, who is a ball handler, who handles the ball, gonna teach him how to. Hey, fam, you can't be pounding like that, bro. Let's save your energy. Let's try to get the ball to everybody. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah, that
need that
makes sense.
type of coach. You get a mark, or you get a what? Hey, you better rock out. Go. We don't need that right now, okay? We got a lot of those. We got people who do that. We need a system like Steve Kerr. I think he's gonna do like Steve Kerr. I'm not saying he's gonna win the championship, but I feel like they're
no.
gonna.
You
I
can't
ain't
make that
saying
bold
that.
claim.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, I know that he's gonna turn that program around. I believe that they're gonna be really good.
And
You
that
know
too,
where I think?
along with Steve
Go ahead.
Nash, what was you say, bro? Yeah,
No,
also
you go
like
ahead.
along with Steve Nash, she was part of that first wave. I feel of innovation of how the NBA looks now,
Look,
up
Oh
tempo
yeah.
exactly.
style.
Yes, he paved the way for.
Mark Jackson paid 1990. I don't know when, but he's a more recent. His voice is probably gonna resonate more in the players. Steve, I watched him play. Kyrie and KD, I watched him play. Than more than a Mark Jackson played 25 years ago because he understands the new pace of this game as opposed to Mark Jackson. I even read claims of Mark Jackson didn't understand the X and O's of the game, like late times and late critical moments. I heard that Mark Jackson will have to defer to other coaches because he didn't understand the X's and O's. So if I read that claim as a GM, I'm 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 less prone to hire you or even give you an interview, bro. That's just me.
Damn, that shit's really true. I won't be sorry about, but my old coach had the same problem. We was down the crucial, 2 seconds left. He was like, he had 4 coaches. He was like, I hired all 4 of y'all. I don't know what to do right now. Y'all need to think of something. I'm thinking like, this nigga is the head coach of the team.
You the head guy.
Why are you asking these niggas, or why are you asking them what to do? Because you can't think in this moment right now. You're supposed to be able to handle this situation, fam. Nope. So
But
that really does happen.
I'll say this. I think Mark Jackson. I think the best place he'll fit to me is the Knicks because I think he knows how to handle that atmosphere
The
of
big lights.
yeah, the big lights. He's a big personality, but he's hard nosed. He's like rugged, and I
So
think he kind of, huh?
who's the last coach who coached the Knicks?
Think
Fizdale, and they fired him
Fizdale.
for no reason.
Yeah,
Fizdale can coach. I
yeah, he
don't care.
can. He
Fizdale
can.
can coach.
Dang.
I'm still mad about Alvin Gentry. I know this ain't about Razor. I'm still mad about Alvin Gentry in New Orleans. Y'all
Send
gave
Mark
Alvin
Jackson
Gentry
back to New
nothing.
Orleans.
Y'all gave
Yeah.
Alvin Gentry nothing in New Orleans, and all of a sudden he's supposed to produce 50 wins. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yes.
That was messed up.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fizdale. Yeah, you gave him nothing in New York. Like, what do you expect him to produce?
Yeah.
RJ Barrett?
Yeah.
Come on, man. He was your best. Frank Nicotila, the guy that come on, man. That roster, yeah,
It's not it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Man.
I was gonna ask you. I don't know if y'all ran across this with Ja Morant. He was voted the rookie of the year,
Right.
and they said it was 100 guys that voted, like 100 media folks, and they said it was one that didn't vote for him. He had a comment that said, I want to know who didn't vote for me. I'm gonna shoot him an email. It's kind of motivating. In my mind, I can see how that motivates you. But my other thought was, it's rare to get a unanimous decision
Right.
as any award in the NBA for that matter. I
Mhm.
thought he's a little off base. What would y'all say? Would you trip over that one person that didn't vote for you, even though you thought, okay, I need this? I see it's a chip on his shoulder. He played with a chip on his shoulder, but my mom, let that go, fam. In my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion, how they feel, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how that one person. I mean, everybody's not gonna like you as a player. Like, it's people who didn't vote for you right now. It's more than one person that probably did not. I don't know, but for him to say that, it's like, I think he like saying, you chill. You if you go back and look at the whole season, you will see out of all the rookies, he was the most consistent. So why are you even
Yeah.
tripping? You was getting that anyway. I feel like I've been knowing that he was going to get rookie of the year. I don't see nobody freshman class doing exactly what he's doing.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
he's
not
special.
even close. I'm like, God dang, this dude is just changing the game right now. Like,
Yeah.
and he's small. He looks like he weighs. So that's why I'm like, dang. He remind me of. I'm confused. I don't know him and what's his name from Sacramento.
De'Aaron,
Sacramento.
the point guard.
Fox. Yeah, Fox.
De'Aaron
Yeah.
Fox.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
Ooh, that's a tough one. I thought about that too. The thing about De'Aaron, he plays more under control than me. He plays more under control. Ja Morant, I'm scared he gonna stay. He gonna be in that mode of John Wall and Russie, where they run into these injuries because they slaying that too high pace.
Yeah.
That's what I'm scared of. Because that high intensity as a point guard stuff, it only lasts for so long.
I mean, you look at Chris Paul. Chris Paul is out there playing like he was 30, not 35. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was like, this nigga doing spin moves and fading away. I was like,
I wasn't expecting the OKC to do that at all.
Nobody was. He was mad though. You gotta understand, bro. He just got traded from that team. They let him go, bro. He had a different type of whistle name than him when he was hooping. I was like, man.
But to me, that was perfect for him to be like, yeah, and I carried this team to the playoffs, and we whooping y'all right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want this to go unnoticed about CP3. I forgot what game, maybe game 4, game 5. As soon as he got off the court, he's like, man, we got a heavy heart right now. Everything that's going on. With the social injustice. That was the first thing he said. And I think there's so many that happened. I don't even remember which one. I think he did refer to Breonna Taylor, and then he referred to Blake. And like he was like, yeah, we heard about Blake. First thing he said before he questioned, I was like, man, all the respect to CP3 for him being the president of the Players Association. It's so much changes happen, so much good things. Like I got all respect off the court. If he never doing anything else, just him being that president of the NBA Association or the NBA Players Association, and all he's done, man, I don't think it's too many guys that can just stand up like that for just everything that embodies the NBA, the culture, what's best for the players, what's best for him as a player. So. Yeah, man, I got all respect for this dude.
I don't know if y'all keep his shoe game, but throughout the whole like bubble stuff, he been switching his shoes out, right? And each shoe had like an HBCU on it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And so like he had like I think like Winston-Salem University or whatever.
I saw Savannah on one of Savannah State, not Savannah State, but Clark Atlanta.
Like he been, I'm gonna try to find a picture, but he really been putting on for like the HBCUs and stuff.
I've been seeing the sweaters, like he be having little sweaters and stuff when he walk into the Western man. Oh dang, I don't know if y'all heard about this though. This is another side note, but it's just Chauncey Billups and Allen Iverson. Y'all heard that little flash? I don't know if it's true or not, but Chauncey was like, because Chauncey Billups ain't in the Hall of Fame, right? But Allen Iverson might get in the Hall of Fame, I think. I might go down as a Hall of Famer. And he was like, I don't understand how Allen Iverson is a candidate for Hall of Fame. I got a championship. I got finals MVP. I took, when I was at Denver Nuggets, I took him to the Western Conference Finals. He didn't even get them out of the first round of the playoffs. So I was like,
dang.
Man, Chauncey better get out of his feelings. Chauncey, get out of your feelings. You know what time it is with AI. AI was hooping. Chauncey, you was good, but you wasn't hooping.
No, he was good. They called him Mr.
He was good. He was good. But the crossovers, the everything that AI embodied.
Yeah, he was like an icon in basketball. He changed the ship. He changed how everybody played.
Come on now.
Here's my problem with Chauncey. Chauncey, you don't have no commercial with AI J Kiss for the A6. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's not true, dog.
Nobody's wearing your shoes in 6th grade. Nobody
at all.
In 6th grade. You didn't have no shoes.
So y'all mean to tell me that's what makes him Hall of Fame worthy because he got all that and Chauncey don't got that?
No, what I'm saying is AI during the time he was playing ball, and we talking about in his prime, he was the 76ers at that time. And culturally, he embodied a lot of hip hop elements in basketball. By the clothes he wore, the way he wore his hair, everything. He changed culturally what people wore, how people did things, how people talked, how people walked, how people even played basketball. How many moves did you try growing up that was Allen Iverson? A lot.
Yeah.
But Chauncey Billups, you ain't talking about Chauncey. Like,
I think a lot of people get it mixed up where it's the basketball Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. My friend, he always say,
culture.
"Hey, can you tell a story of basketball without this player?" And I think I might could go without Chauncey Billups telling stories without Chauncey. That's just thinking out loud. Like, yeah, if somebody said, "Hey, them '04 Pistons team, they were good. They were good. They beat the Lakers," but Chauncey
4-1.
I
4-1.
think you off base, brother. I think you off base. Yeah, they beat 4-1, even with that stack team. But I think you off base, brother. You're not a first ballot. I'm sorry, brother.
No, I do think he
guard
needs to be in
your
there.
era. Yeah, he needs to be in there. Basketball Hall of Fame, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
who's
about
better
to
point
say,
guard
I
than you in
think.
that era? Jason Kidd, better than you in that era. Darren Williams might have been better than you during that era, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, if you drop 50 in an NBA game, I mean, yeah, you that dude. But it's okay, Chauncey.
You get over it. Okay. Get over it. Get out your feelings, brother. Just get out your feels, man.
You get it there. But see, this is Chris. I don't know if y'all can see this. All this Chris Paul work.
Oh, dang.
Like, he wasn't playing.
Yeah, all respect to him, dude.
Yeah, shout out to, like, all these, like, whoever made this man's shoes, man, they own it.
Yeah. That's what's up right there.
I like, man. Now, here's a question, though. So, with Mom Maker, because he's at Howard right now, right? Or is this next year?
I think, is he class of 20 or 21? Let me see.
Mom Maker, the one that, he must be next year. That committed to Howard.
Oh, yeah.
Is that next year?
I think that's next year.
Okay. How much of impact you think he's going to make? Come on, Trevor.
My big question is, with him coming there, will that prompt your ESPNs, your Fox, or whoever to broadcast the game? Since now, we have somebody that's reputable, have a top recruit, because for the past however so long, the Power Five has been hoarding all this money for these recruits. Will that prompt them to say, let's give a little bit of shine to these HBCUs? My life, I've never seen a Grambling, Savannah State, any of those schools on ESPN. Never in my life, or some nationally broadcasted. I hope that prompts them to say, man, let's showcase this kid, at least for a conference game or some type of conference championship game.
I don't know. I'm really looking at this guy who, the other guy, the Mike guy, because
Mikey Williams.
He's the one who kind of like, he was like, we're gonna change the narrative. We're gonna choose these big schools. And then when I seen him bring out his list, he only had like 3 HBCU schools on there, and then the 7th one was Kansas and Duke and what's the name. So it's like, are you really gonna do that, or are you using the hype behind what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because don't speak on him if you're not gonna really do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I ain't taking nothing from the young fella. I know he's really good, really talented. But I'm like, are you really considering this, or are you just really going on with the wave? Because you know the social media, and you know that right now with what's going on with your fan base, you got a big following. So in my head, I'm thinking like, so is he really doing this, or he just talking up a game Because now that's gonna make him being in the media. That's gonna put him in the media a lot because he's a top recruit. So what you think that's gonna bring him more attention? That's gonna bring him a lot more everything. And so I'm like, I'm very interested in seeing where he's gonna commit to. Like I want to see that.
I think he's lucky that he's actually going to college after Mon Maker, because I think what he's finna do is see, okay, Mon, you got to go first. I got to see what you do at Howard and how they take care of you. Now, if you dropping 30 points a game or 20 points a game, then I might be there with you.
Yeah.
But it's got to be like, he can't be dropping 30 a game and they still losing.
Yeah. See, and that's gonna be tough because you only got one player like that. All the other 5 players, depending on who commit, ain't gonna be all top D1 players. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. I mean, it just don't work like that.
No.
You be lucky. Yeah, well, I take that back. It do kind of work like that sometimes, really depending on. But he told Howard. I don't know how Howard was previously. I mean, they weren't really that good when I was up there. So I don't know how they did this year.
I don't think they were a top basketball school right now, because even in football, they're really not. I think it's like North Central, something, Carolina, something like that is like
the number one,
the top school for football at least. But I think Howard just has it's historical. It's like it's like Mecca or whatever. For sure. Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah, exactly. But
what's the name? I forgot. They got like some little spring thing or fall thing. I forgot what it's called. Like the Howard homecoming thing. That's really big there too. That's like OD big. That'd be crowded.
But I think it's just hard because like Bobby was saying, is that you're not gonna be on TV. Like, not everybody gonna be able to afford ESPN Plus to go watch.
Nobody's even on the side even on ESPN Plus.
No, it's not gonna happen. So really, it's like for it to really work, they have to go play these big schools and then beat the big schools,
or at least make a run at them.
Yeah, like a close game or beat them. Because if you beat them, then it's like, oh, maybe he did make the right decision.
Yeah.
And then now let's set a little bit more cameras to Howard's gym and see what they got.
And get in the tournament. Because it's rare when I say even HBCU school in a tournament. I'll see them every now and then, but it's not in your media. It's not publicized like that, whether that's on the school's part. But I mean, they really don't have the resources to just go out there and put all online. Like, let's just push our program like that, and that's unfortunate.
Well, I think when you make the tournament, it's like conference champions. So at least you get a chance to be there and get that banner. But the part that is promotion is not on the school. The school can kind of have help with that, but it's really on the NCAA to say, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do this. I mean, think about March Madness. You don't see no commercials with like UNT on it made the tournament. No, they're going to promote Duke. They're going to promote Kansas
State.
Yes, the traditional basketball powerhouses. Yeah, they ain't checking for us unless UNT go out and start beating Kansas and Duke.
We get
to
get the commercial. Sweet 16 or something.
You know what's so crazy about that? Now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. And like even mid-major schools like Gonzaga and Butler, people who are known for going to the tournament and going deep in the tournament, they still don't be on those. Like, they ain't popping up first.
No, at all.
And they be thrashing these teams.
Yes.
These things. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you said, Gonzaga. Gonzaga is a powerhouse in basketball.
They beat Zion them. I remember at the Maui Invitational, they beat them. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about. Me and my brother used to have a debate about this. He said that Zion was going to be the next, like, You know how you got like you got Michael Jordan, you got
Mm-hmm.
Kobe, you got LeBron. He
Mm-hmm.
said that that's Zion, and I totally disagree with him.
He think he the next guy to be the centerpiece
Mm,
Mm-mm.
What do
Mm-mm.
you think?
for the next. The NBA really wants to try to make him the face of the league for the next decade.
They did, but it's looking like Luca.
I was thinking the same thing. Luca. Hey, I can't even
I
hold
think
you. I
that.
just
Let's
bought a
go.
Luca shirt like 2 days ago. So he gonna be the guy. I'm in Dallas, so I'm guilty.
I'll
But
take it.
Hey, I was just like,
Luca is gonna be that guy.
I was like, just when I thought the niggas took over the sport, here come niggas 45, 43, 20 something. Like, no, okay.
He making it look easy too.
Let's go, Luca.
He
Like,
making it look easy. Yeah,
I
I
like,
feel
damn,
like with Zion, they really want him to,
they
but
really
one
want
thing
him
he
to.
not staying on the court long enough.
I
He's
don't
not in
think he
shape.
has
And
to.
and
I don't,
his game is not sustainable for an 82 game season yet. He got the explosiveness, but to be that explosive, I almost said James Blake, but Blake Griffin there 12 years ago tried to do that same thing, that explosiveness. He had changed his
yeah,
game about 4 or 5 years later. That's
and
not
that's
sustainable.
and that's who I was trying to tell, who I was trying to compare his game to when I was talking to my brother. He's like, I can't believe you putting putting Zion on the same level as uh Blake Griffin. I'm like, fam, they do the same thing. They just dunk on everybody.
Same game.
Like
Mm-hmm.
what?
Same game.
And then he's always already still overweight. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
if you look at him, if you look at the games that they were playing, bro, he was about at least 20 pounds overweight, bro, at least, and he
I'm
still
gonna
had
go
like
further than
25.
that.
You think he was more than that?
I
Yeah,
think he
yeah.
probably, realistically, to be where he should be, with all the hype that came behind him and all that stuff, he need to lose a lot of weight to
He's
sustain an
30.
82 game season against
That's
people like LeBron still active,
hmm
KD still active, against a lot of those guys to be what he needs to be. I don't like how.
With
What did
that
he
weight,
weigh? Like,
yeah,
was he like
I
270?
yeah,
I think
260,
he close to 280.
He need to be about two
240,
thirty,
230, 240.
two,
Yeah, I think.
just to last.
That magic number for guys that I know is 30 because Julius Randle shed about 30 pounds, K Love shed about 30, and they
Yeah,
move better. That magic
Yes,
number might be 30, 35 pounds to just be
yeah.
able to be yourself, to move how you
yes,
need to or on the
Melo,
floor.
Melo too, because Melo had got
yeah.
Melo
big.
said 30. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Melo
just
got
changing
big
his
too.
body.
So that's what I'm saying. And but me too, me personally, the reason why I don't see him doing it like that is because I feel like all these guys like Michael, Kobe, LeBron, I actually feel like they got left hands. Like they can use both of their hands.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think he can use his right hand for him to be this good. I
Nobody's
just
asked him
don't.
to.
And so I'm
He should be
like,
able to get by.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like when they start like really, but then again, the league is changing. I don't feel like people. You only got like three people who play defense in the league now. Everybody
Right.
else is in there. So that's the thing. That's another thing that's kind of changing now. And so it's like, dang, he might be all right because ain't nobody. I know back in the day, soon as they figure out you can use that other hand, fam, you are not going to the other
Lockdown.
hand for the whole game, fam. I don't care what you say. As soon as you catch it, I'm on that left hand. You're not going nowhere. And so I'm like, they don't play like that no more. You know
No,
what I'm
because
saying?
it's about points. And maybe
Exactly.
that's if he changes to be truly a defender, he may be a superstar.
Yeah.
Because now people are looking at him like he got to lose weight though. Like
But that's not what he's gonna do.
His lateral, he's not there laterally yet. Like
he
he
got to
can
lose.
elevate, but laterally is like guarding somebody in space. Zion, hey,
Uh,
hey, no. On the pick
yeah,
and
but
rolls,
like that.
no. Don't roll on him. Don't rotate. Don't
But
rotate.
I think he's in a perfect spot in New Orleans to where it's not so much media on him that
So much pressure.
he can grow, he can learn, and then like you got some good players around you to where you can actually be something. And New Orleans needs people to be superstars for
Yeah.
their city, for like everything because New Orleans they had Drew Brees and the Saints, Well, Drew Brees finna retire eventually.
Yeah.
So they gotta have somebody to be like, okay, I want the key to the city. I want to be that dude. And if he could be that dude for the city, it don't matter if you nationally like that dude. Like if New Orleans, because there's a lot of black folks in New Orleans. If you
It's a
good
lot
in
of
the hood, of
culture.
New
Yeah.
Orleans, you good. You good
Yeah.
you gonna be good. They gonna take care of you. Now don't
Yeah.
eat none of that food because it's gonna blow
Yeah.
you back up. But
Exactly, and that's where he at. Look, you see how he got them. You see how he got
Man.
them
them.
BJ's, they got it.
They got it.
Man.
They
They done
got
snatched
him.
them up. They done snatched them up at Cafe Du Monde.
I know the fact he's not supposed to be that size, Sam. So I'm just seeing like, dang, I wonder
My
what's
friend,
gonna
he made
happen.
the argument, was like, well, he's natural that size. I heard a few critics say he's
Man, don't
natural
tell me
that
that.
size, natural that build. Okay, you can be natural that
That's
build,
gonna
but you
hurt
can
your
change your
legs.
body too. We've seen
That's gonna hurt.
players change your body. Like you I know you naturally built that way. You can think you can perform, but oof.
But so is LeBron. I mean, him and LeBron are the same size. If you let LeBron just not, if he spend over $100,000 on his body,
2 million, I heard.
because yeah, LeBron was just walking around chilling. He could easily be 250
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
easily. Same thing with Zion. Like if I was him, I'd be bold and be like, look, LeBron, can I train with you? Can you show me the ropes
Mm-hmm.
of how to stay down, slim down?
What y'all think about what's his name? Giannis.
Man.
Come to Dallas.
You sound like Suge Knight right now. Get eliminated in the playoffs every other year. If you don't want no shooters around you, come to Dallas then.
Hey, that's real.
The coaches all in the videos. You don't want the coaches to dance all in your video? Come to Dallas.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sound like Suge right now.
Come
No,
on
but my
down.
thoughts on Giannis, his style of play is just not conducive for the playoffs. Me and my boy was watching him last night. I've always thought he's a wee bit overrated because you can't shoot. I think I heard Chris Webber said the game is based off shooting, passing, and dribbling. He got two of them off. You can't shoot, you're limited, sir. You're limited. I don't care if you can, like Ben Simmons, same way. If you can't shoot, I'm gonna give you the Rondo treatment. I'm backing by 6 feet off of you.
Exactly.
It's easy for the help to recover. You ain't gonna shoot us to death.
Yeah, he need all the right pieces, like you say. But Rondo wouldn't know what's the name, but Rondo had all the right pieces to win the championship.
Yeah.
He had the right people around him. So I think that's what they're gonna need. Like that's what he's gonna need. He's not gonna be what about that comment? I think he said somebody said something about, I think it was Richard Jefferson.
About the Pippen. I heard about that. Oh, he said, I'm not Pippen. I'm not. Yes, Pippen. I heard Pippen went off on him though. Pippen went off on him.
He said
Pippen's the truth, man.
So was the argument, was Pippen argument or Richard Jefferson argument that he can't be the guy, he has to be like a complimentary guy? Or?
He has to be a complimentary guy. Yes, he's not like, and I don't fault him. I feel the same way. I feel like he's not no LeBron. I don't feel like he can take how LeBron did. What he do? LeBron took the whole damn what's the name by himself. I mean, not saying literally by himself. He had a team, but he was the guy. Like, he was the catalyst. He was the catalyst. Yes, exactly. I don't see John as being I don't see him being it. I see he might need somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to get him to where he needs to be. So I don't think he was on that. But then he said to Jefferson, he was like, well, when you was in the league, what type of player were you? I was like, oh,
what type of player were you? Yeah.
Oh my God, they be coming for Jefferson though, because he said something another day too. He said something about the Nuggets, and he was like, oh, the Jets. That's what happened. So you know what happened with the Jets? He was there for like 7 years, and he said what happened with them. They just called him and was like, hey. We let you go to so and so. Like they ain't even let him know nothing. They was like, so he was like, they did him dirty. And so the other catalyst was like, yep. As soon as you left, they got way better. And he was like, just on live TV, he was like, I got the video. Let me send you the video. Let me send you the video. Let me send you the video.
That's hurtful.
That's tough. That's
Nigga.
tough.
I mean, it was true though. They was better when that nigga left. I was like, dang. When he was talking mess. I'm like, yo, man,
That hurts.
you
That hurts.
gotta be careful what you say.
Would y'all say Giannis is the best player in the league, or would you say he's
No.
second to Kawhi, KD, LeBron? I think
I
he's
think
third, but I'm not gonna say the best.
Who else?
I don't.
I don't think he's the best.
I think he could be, but I ain't gonna say he is.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. Like, everybody talk about
I
this
don't.
potential. He's been in the league 7 years now.
Yes, man. Exactly.
After 7 years, well, you are what you are, buddy. After even
Exactly.
4 years, you are what you are. He's improved over the years, but you are what you are after that 6, 7 years.
Man, come to the West.
Come to the West.
You trying to have a stacked team, fam? That ain't gonna Porzingis and Giannis, and that is not gonna work, fam.
Let me talk to him. We'll make it work.
You
That's
stay
not
with talk to Cuban. Hey, Q, make it work.
Hey,
Make
keep
it work.
playing. Let me talk to him right quick. Look,
Make it work.
Twin Towers, baby.
If Porzingis stay on the court, boy, Porzingis knees is 43.
bad.
He's 27. His knees 45. Goodness, that boy.
I'm gonna give him them Iron Man braces on his knees. He got it. He'll be all
Man, he
right.
need him. Polar tink tink, boy. That boy there. Oh man, it
He'll
hurt
be
me.
all right.
We probably could have made the run at the Clippers if he wouldn't have. I think he tore his MCL. Oof.
Man, that's okay. We'll be all right.
Hey.
All right. Oh, okay. I like the beads in your hair, girl.
How y'all doing? Y'all okay?
Oh, man.
I got the other one
All
right
right,
there.
then. We're going to wrap this recording thing up. So I appreciate y'all joining us. I'm signing out. This is Coach Scott.
B-Mo, making it look easy.
Hey, King Terrell, man, live and direct.
All right,
Okay.
y'all have a good one. Tune in and subscribe,
All
y'all.
right, bro.